Who's ready to solve a murder with me? Welcome to today's stream. We're going back into Danganronpa, and for some reason, my lighting is not working with me today. Try to adjust it, and it just does whatever it wants. So, we'll be ignoring that. He says as he tries to fix it slightly. But this stream isn't about the lighting. It's about solving a murder. Last time we played Danganronpa, we got to enjoy getting accepted into the most prestigious high school in Japan. And then we got locked into it and forced into a killing game. But we made a friend in Sayaka, who then proceeded to get killed. But hey, at least, we had our other friend Junko stand up to Monokuma to stop the killing game. She was then killed for breaking the school rules. A lot of ups and downs. But, I'm ready to solve a murder. I got my Danganronpa style kind of set up. I didn't really have anything to wear, so I got my Cochin jacket from Backyard Baseball for the white and red of the Monokuma body. Or white and black of the Monokuma body, I should say. And I got my little red polo shirt for his eye. Let's see, I think I've got 14 voices, a lot of investigating, and a case that needs solving. So, let's get into it. And for those of you that didn't see the first one, that's not the murder we gotta solve. That's something completely. That's not really. That was the school rule Junko breaking. Oh, there we go. Alright. Got to shrink a little, but I think my face might be fading out. So, I am going to have to try to remember what my voices sounded like for each of these people. Let's start with Kyoko.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. Kodo, what was he? What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. Hey. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone. What? What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you!
So then.
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Cool. Anything else? We're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. Cheery! You okay, Junko? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. I mean, she's got a lot of spikes sticking out of her, so there wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. Hold on! Just wait a second! She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Get me out of here!
hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Well, alright then. I mean, we could go to the crime scene, but how's everyone feeling? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Are you serious?
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it?
Oh.
So you finally noticed. Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. What? She's right! That could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned toward me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong... Well, do I really have to say any more? I'd rather you didn't.
Goodbye.
No. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. That's
Hey,
right.
damn it.
Let me just say this right now. Whatever son of a bitch did this here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
very suspicious.
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet! You have to hear me out! But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Thank you, I'm not sure if I'm ready to get the Monokuma voice back just yet. Can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. What's up, Yasuhiro? No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. How about you, Chihiro? Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Anything else about Junko? Okay, just the exact same thing. Do I? Yeah, okay, yeah, leave the gym. I gotta try to remember how the controls. Let's see. Nope, not that. Where was the map? Oh. So that's the map. How did I... First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay, so I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Alright then, there's a lot. It's the display stand the sword was on. Okay. What do you gotta say, Sakura? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey!
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. How about you, Mondo? You don't think I'm bad, right? You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
Fucking dead.
So if I ever find a son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. So probably... What's that? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. I'm assuming scratches here. There are scratches and gouges on my walls of bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you if there's no one you can know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. What's that? There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right! We'll have to trade keys! When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room in the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Okay, so there's the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. Right, the sheath we were just talking about. The one that would make no sense if why it had scratches. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Anything of interest here? The notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. How about the drawer? Anything in there? The toolkit's still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
Why?
Mondo.
What?
Ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either.
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Let's see. How about you, Kyoko? Oh, I should look around here first. I can check out the puzzle. Oh, there we go. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing?
what are you doing? I'm not sure. I don't think I can get a good
Isn't it
Makoto
obvious?
voice.
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
Searching? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every
Did you
inch of my
lose a
room.
contact or something?
She's just sitting there like, well, he can't be the murderer. He's a dumbass. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting. What's
Hey.
interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Did I have to hit X for that? Okay, yeah. Unusual? What do you mean? I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that I mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
See.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the
Well-
killer? That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room. Oh, for a second I thought it just said Makoto's cleanliness. Anything else I need to investigate? Oh, maybe the scratches on the wall? There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. My rooms are completely soundproof, remember? If anything happens, there's no way you will know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Can I go in here, or...? The bathroom, and on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh, is it just 2 things here? Oh, well. 3, I guess. The shower head! The water from the shower gets turned off at nighttime. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp... Oh, that's him actually talking. I just had a stroke. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? I mean, it's a knife. That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist. Alright. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her into the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. All I can think of is like that Emperor's New Groove meme with when you just have Kronk just going, "Oh yeah, it's all coming together." I feel like he's just there like, "Oh yeah, it's all coming together." Some sort of sharp. That must have been the killing blow. Hit. Oh, did I just hit the... I hit the same thing before, didn't I? Okay. So what's the other thing I'm missing? Okay, yep. Oh, it's up here. Okay, this. Okay. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? 11037. I got it. It's a code. And who does coding? A programmer. And who's the ultimate programmer? Chihiro. There we go. Everyone, I cracked the case! I think that's all we can investigate here, right?
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? Bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037? I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
Well,
The result? Think about it. You're not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better ask the ultimate programmer? Ah, see? I'm on to something! There's one thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But I'm actually referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Oh, do I have to investigate the doorknob now? Looks like it. Alright. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off! Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question
Just
at me.
a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. No, I'm not seeing it. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this. Well, that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth section. Still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Well, I've already talked to you two. Leave the area? Yeah. Alright, so I know he said that we should talk to the programmer. There we go, that's the map. Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, I just turned around and all of a sudden I was just staring right at your crotch. Just turn around. Nice. Okay, yep, right, that controls, there we go.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Fair enough. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Well, that's not a happy thing to hear. Hey, Leon, what's up?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Oh. Huh? This is definitely my room. But the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Everything I did was for nothing! But why would anyone do that? Oh wait, can I go into her room for the DVD? Okay, yes. So I think, what was it? It was over in the trash, right? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing what was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Alright. Hey, Hifumi! What's up? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. You really think I'm guilty? Oh yeah? Well, watch me go dispose of evidence in the trash room. Just to prove you wrong. If I can find... There we are. Watch this! I'm gonna go dispose of evidence to prove you that I will! Out of spite! There's a sturdy gate here. Nobody get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! Yeah, I can't not do his voice. I can't do that voice. The trash room is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No,
Cleaning duty?
you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
You can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. It'd be faster just to go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. God, I feel like I did better the first time with the Monokuma voice, but I cannot get that high at this point. Hey, Fumi, you said something about the trash room, right? I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need to get a key in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
Words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes Blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important
Hey, you
than
bastard.
that... Hey, Fatty! Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar. I know why
Is
you
it
did it.
like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
No way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean?
But there's still all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Simply unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC
Give me a
figures.
break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Oh, that's Makoto. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just happening to get into the trash room and look around.
Got it!
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So, him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr.
I
Naegi...
doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! Oh, man. Fuck, that hurts. No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait! Maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay?
What?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down
Is
here.
it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No. Just... no. You said last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Ooh, there's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? He's just sitting there like, stop talking. Anyway, this is... looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape... it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cup, which means... this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are a lot of people in here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah! Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish! Kidding. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. I'm sure it's some kind of reference, but I don't get it. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely unforgivable!
What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it! I'm sure of it!
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. So, does the button mean anything, or green button turns on and the yellow button turns it off? Or it... so it seems anyway. Alright, I guess I can leave. Alright, so I just have to head back to the gym to ask Chihiro about the numbers and Yasuhiro about the crystal ball. Gym's over this way. Okay. Oh, hey! Taka, what's up?
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room is whose.
You hear me?
Whose it is, right? Well, it just so happened... Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself! I can't tell you anything! Forget everything I just said! Forget beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha 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 ha! Poor Makoto's just saying like, I did not want to go to, I should not have gone to this goddamn school. I'm getting accused of murder and these people are all insane. Well, I'm assuming he's talking about the nameplates being switched. Oh, alright, well, I focus on Yasuhiro first, so. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here! Gotta get out now? I've had enough, gotta break free! Hiro, snap out of it! Huh? Kodo? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
Heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. All right, Chihiro. Answer a coding question for me. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh? What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She read out the numbers 11037. Tell me, is it a hint for you being the ultimate programmer? Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry. No. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. That might be something a killer would say. Maybe it is. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? See? Now you're thinking, Makoto. Now you're thinking. After all, perhaps that code had something to do with why Sayaka was killed. Haha! See? Now you're thinking. No, couldn't be. Oh, okay, well. Guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Alright, so that's probably all I need in here. Would I need to go to the laundry room, maybe? Oops. There we go. Oh! Well, I guess there's more. Hey, Chiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. 11037. So no. Is there anything else here? Whoever's behind this must be using the cameras to observe our investigation. To force us into a situation like this. What the hell do they want? Or do I gotta... Oh, dining hall. Oh, okay. That's my room. So I got the... Oh, right, I gotta go to the AV room to test that, to see the video, too. Let's see what the dining hall holds. I'm assuming just Aoi? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night, when Sayaka was killed. Would you like to elaborate? Oh. Okay, anything in here? Oh yeah, probably the... Could it be possibly the only thing in the room that I can investigate? There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Okay, now do I talk to Hina? Hey, so... Did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
Right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So, when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. But you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Ha! Hina's gonna be able to prove my innocence because she's decided to take the knife. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Motherfucker! I need a rerun, I think, right? I think there's Taka. Oh, who's over there? Oh, Celeste in the main hall. And Toko in one of the classrooms. You don't know. Let's go see Celeste. Hey, Celeste, anything interesting to say to me? So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class try. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking? Oh, so annoying. Must you fumble about fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem. Which is?
For me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Okay. Alright, so there's a room. Before I go there... Toko, what do you gotta say? This blackboard belongs to us now, Secret Beauty. Did I ever, I'm not sure if I ever came into this room before the investigation. Oh, I had to focus on finding clues. I was hoping to find some coins, but I gotta find clues. To kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that? I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was going to get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you, I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
very suspicious.
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do you need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Alright, so I just need, what do I do? Oh, probably, what, hit this maybe? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on the stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka! She was there, along with all the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Ding dong, bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Okay.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Oh, sweet. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you
Listen
are.
to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Okay.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Look at that thing. I mean, hi. Hi, Christina. Are you talking about Monokuma? He's the school's headmaster. He's the one that says we can only leave if someone gets away with killing someone. So what do you gotta say, Byakuya? Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. Yep. We made a friend and she's dead now, so we're trying to find her killer. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? No, wait, Celeste, no!
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Oh, I meant to go talk to Taka, but I went right past him and went to the door. Or the elevator. Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't
Makoto.
quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! My mouth is getting dry, and I may have gotten some spittle on my finger trying to do that one. As I raised my voice and tried to give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when the time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Shit. Not even close. It's total shit.
well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now! Hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. They were set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant to be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, sure, I'll save. I'll just save the date in this slot. Can I set skills? I've got nothing! Oh, wait. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the only skill I got, so... What is this? Oh, this is just... Okay, this is just open the handbook and go over all the evidence. Alright, let's get the show on the road! Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Yeah.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Makoto's just standing there like, can I get another seat? Anyone want to swap with me?
But what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Explain this, how it works. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and fire with the X button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the plus button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. Oh, there we go.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
There we go.
No, it's wrong!
I did it!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
And the music is a whole ass vibe now. That's the defense music. They might think I might have killed her, so now I gotta prove it's wrong.
With the way things have been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Yeah, sometimes the music here bounces from like subtle to just absolute vibing.
Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Let those dinos dance, Christina. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Yeah, I don't know what was used to kill her.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, good. There was still another scene there, so I wasn't sure if that was the right choice.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well,
Thank
we
you,
can
Kyoko.
talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Sure, tell me. You can concentrate by holding down the R button. Okay. When you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Okay, that's good. That is good. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Mysterious voice, my life is literally on the line. I'm not sure if I can really have fun. Owie's a cat. Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And
So I'm
then
assuming
he
that's what I
went
have
and
to account
stabbed
for.
Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
Okay, yeah, so I do. Alright, so that's the only thing I have to counter then. Some way to prove I didn't take the knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
At least we can always vibe
Makoto
while we
must have taken
replay it
from
all.
the kitchen, right? He did it in
Oh, right, X. There we go.
No, it's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Okay. I'm not the killer, 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 I'm not the killer. I'm not the killer, 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 I'm not the killer. Okay, yeah, I think I'm
Well,
good.
what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
This is...
Okay.
I completely missed the
what
Dance
about
Dance
this?
Revolution comment. Yeah, I guess it does kind of fit that.
The idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other. Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Did I do that?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Yay, loophole.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Wholesomeness. Yeah, Taka's kind of a stickler for the rules. He'd probably shout to save room for the Holy Spirit!
That's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking
Sayaka.
about...
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Damn it!
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
Just when we were about to prove our innocence.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Again! Don't they understand? If they convict me,
Hold
everyone's
on.
gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah! I know exactly what you're talking about. First Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more, please? As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Left stick to aim, A to shoot the desired letter. If you shoot the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you're on time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Okay. H... A? Oh, the hair!
Now I understand.
Makoto just had
That's
to...
right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Just had to trip out for a second and enter a different mind space just to spell
So,
hair.
The culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't
Exactly.
be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
That sounds like something a
The
killer would
reason
say.
all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Yeah, but her body was kind of just left in my
No.
shower.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Me too, please. I'm kind
Do
of
you
getting
remember anything
left out to
remarkable
dry
about
here.
the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Now this time I actually do remember. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Where are you? Doorknob, there we go. Oh, present key.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Good thing she's helping us because Makoto has not done a good job necessarily convincing everyone else he's innocent. Yoko said it was a bewildering act. I must have noticed it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Sure thing. The number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. You use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to repeat what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun! Don't die! Bathroom door. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Oh, is it the lock, maybe?
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely.
The incident
Okay,
took
yep, alright,
place
so
in
that's it.
Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Out of curiosity, can I? What? R for the control? Aim, silencer. Oh, I can fast forward with B.
She then fled into... Then the killer ran, and they got into the
bathroom.
At that point,
Okay.
the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That's gonna make
Because
things a lot easier.
No, it's wrong.
I just like to imagine every time he tries to contradict something, he just goes on the room and goes, "No, that's wrong!"
Because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, you goddamn bitch!
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Can adults see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Evidence of a struggle... No. Oh, is it maybe... Evidence of a struggle, replica sword, replica sheaths... Switching room? Is that it?
I got it!
Okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
I found
okay?
a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
That note? Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very
Sure.
well then. Pay attention.
Right. Dorm names. Oh, okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words,
I'm assuming
even if
that's what I
someone
gotta
did
hit.
read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the one I gotta hit. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is that's because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and Makoto switched, but in the note, it specifically said I see. And they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
No, it's wrong.
There we go.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay.
Poor guy is just
then
going
who
through
did
it. There's only one person who couldn't switch the nameplates. The only other person who we knew had switched rooms. Me!
I got it!
Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Just come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason how Sayaka's wrist was broken is because when you look at the wrist, there's no doubt. Do I just pick the wrist because of the...
I got it!
Okay, yeah, because of the gold.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Can we sell this?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
But seriously,
You
how much can
barely
we
have
make
to
off
touch
this?
that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. It's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Sure, why not? Starting with the next bit, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets. Okay. Only one of those can actually be... In other words, from here on out, combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spot. Press the L button to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold the L button to... Whoops. Oh. Use the left stick to select a specific one. Let's see. The logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well, that's not nice. Good luck and have fun. My life is on the line. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, that might be it for the
That's what
for the
broke
sheath.
loose my Zono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Alright, so I think it's the
exactly
sheath.
what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Okay, yeah, it's
When
the
the
sheath.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword...
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true.
Makes sense.
With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Everybody, so she never used the sword. Which part of your body would it have to take?
I got
Palms, I guess? Okay.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Quick, everyone,
There's
show your
really
hands.
no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No! But now that you mention
No,
it,
that's not it at all.
there's no way Saya can watch the girl pulling off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night. The water level. Yep.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower since.
Oh,
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
I'm pretty sure it's an insult.
Insult, obviously.
Thank you, Leon.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
So the one who damaged the sheath would have had to have been the one without the sword.
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
That's how it's starting to look.
On me?
So I guess we didn't really make a friend, did we?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
Makoto.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
I'm trying to think,
But
she's
for
supposed to
that
have a
work,
French accent?
The target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure
Maybe.
Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
I don't... she was gonna be my personal assistant.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Now, once again, it's the Kronk meme. Oh, yeah.
Just
It's all
hold
coming
on!
together.
That can't be true!
Our boy's having trouble
Because-
believing it.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Evidently there is, because the game keeps going. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Alright, so I'm assuming dying message goes to
Very
that
well.
one.
Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
There's still one clue left, I'm sure.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But they're just... right?
No, it's wrong.
I gotta double check the difficulty setting. Maybe,
There still might be one
Did I set it to
clue
kind?
left. Sayaka's dying message.
I thought I had it on the
Tiny.
middle side.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, I suspected it was Chihiro because of the coding, but apparently there's no coding for that. But if you think about it, 1 plus 10 is 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 is the number you want to get in blackjack, or one of those card games. And who does cards? Celeste. Solve it.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left
got
index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Maybe it's the amount of money in a bank account, in which case, who's the richest one here? Byakuya.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
What?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Well, I have absolutely no idea what he's talking about. I mean, come on. What could that possibly be? Do you have any ideas, Hifumi? How about you, Celeste? Mondo? Leon? See? No one knows what those letters are.
The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Don't like how you said
Even if
that.
that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
No, you see, because it's actually no 37. And, so it has to be someone who has no 37 of something. I'll be honest, I was trying to make something up and I wasn't able to think of anything. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. You turn her message 180 degrees. 730N? I knew I couldn't trust that guy. Become crystal clear. Select someone. Yeah, I think in the original Japanese, it still had the English, so it was a little harder to figure out, but yeah, I think for English game players, it's
Here's my answer.
not,
The
probably
key
just
to
a little
solving this
easier.
mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes
Noel.
the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
let's see. Subscribe to twitch.com/Guy Fraud. Oh, yeah, no, she's right.
That sounds like
And that was
one
just good
hell of
advice
a
all
stretch
around.
to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The ones that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Oh, the, thank you, there we go, burnt shirt piece. Oh, whoops.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
What remains of the button-up shirt which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about what you need to pay attention to in order to where, what? How? Yes? Yeah, because the
If you look closely
incinerator
at
was
how
blocked.
the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. you'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is the killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Actually, there was a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. She was able to turn the incinerator on by using something I found underground.
The key to the trash room.
Let's see, controls. What's that other one? Oh, close. Aim, electric load, concentrate, open, help. Okay.
Whoever was on.
So the only one person.
And you'd have close to the incinerator.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was debunked with it. I shall use my psychic abilities to levitate the crystal ball to the button.
I got it!
Now you have to throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? So someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on!
Makes sense.
What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wasn't much of a challenge at all for the killer because... the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shifter brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one less element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. I will, but I don't think Leon's going to. Okay. My room was seen in a crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Oh, so that must be this. Oh, I could drag it. Okay. Oops. Oh, okay, I just move it around. Okay. First one, they notice something in my room. Okay. Oh, this I guess? Okay. They used that object to deflect Saya's attack, which is why that evidence was damaged, which I think I saw over here? Yes. Oops. It's maybe this, I guess? Well, I keep hitting the wrong thing, because I keep thinking the left and right's going to make this move forward. I forgot that I could just scroll through the page with just the normal thing. What's about them to open the only logical way could have been done that was... Here we go. Okay. So this is probably Psyche's last strength leads him behind. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, well I see the lint roller, so I'm assuming that's just where this goes. Everyone has a lint roller in their room, right? For a second I thought it was just the guys, but I feel like Leon would have figured something out if that was it. Okay, so through the ball, which then leads this. Oh! Huh? Reenact? Okay, let me just check real quick. So there's the sword. But I don't think there's anything out of place. Because that's her dropping the knife. Oh, is that to be like, suggest that he pulled the sword out, maybe?
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Oh, okay, so if I get it wrong,
something
it probably
happened
gets
that
wrong
she wasn't
on this
prepared
part.
for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
I don't know if we need to rearrange the case. Oh, okay. So I guess it is just this one. Oh, I thought it was...
Here's exactly what happened.
Huh.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Huh. I could have sworn that other one was her dropping the knife, but...
Finding herself
Guess I was wrong
cornered,
there.
Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Oh no, it looks like I'm the killer! Did I make myself disappear here? Yep. There, see, it's not me. I'm completely innocent.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka
Well, maybe
dead,
I'll just make
the
myself
killer
disappear
quickly
for
began
this.
destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt.
I think the panels are probably
They
big
tried
enough
to
where I'm
burn
not
the
going to
shirt
get in the way.
using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
You know, maybe I should have investigated the laundry room. Not that it mattered.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Okay.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Well, I think it's come pretty clear.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Ah, that makes
Seeing
sense.
the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence? First time battle's about to begin. Yeah, so how does this work? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB. BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Oh, okay, so it's press the A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy that statement you've locked onto with the X button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the X button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you're out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, let's see how this works.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Use something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied!
There we go. Okay.
Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Oh, sweet.
Where's your proof?
Oh, without evidence, all bullshit. So there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, hey, I got coins! Next time I play this game, that first chance I get, I am gambling with all that money.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
That's a good point, given, what happened to Junko.
Okay, then let's get excited!
I don't think I actually
Who will
have
be
to
chosen as the
pick the vote, right?
Will you make the right choice?
I think it just automatically
or the
counts.
dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawana.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
What he said. It was kill or be killed.
That's why...
So that's why I killed her
None of you are
first.
any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them. And Sayaka... I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
that, she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, it's that. Alright, let me try to get the Monokuma voice back. Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it? Everything? It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
What she said. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened, Leon Kuwata, will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
What he said?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice! I have to kill her!
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment! It was self-defense!
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
That's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh? Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you not understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him!
Swa?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind!
Uh-oh. Did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up!
Okay, well anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What he said.
No!
Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Here we go. The 1,000 blows. Oh, even he gets to throw some in. That was yeah, that's a pretty brutal one. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What'd he say? What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. What he said?
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
What he said. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Oh. Did I accidentally hit the auto? No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. Yeah, it's going automatically now. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? And her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. And Junko!
Right.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. The end of Chapter 1. From 15 down to 12. To be continued. In another stream. Oh, hey, we got the Despair Bat. Oh, is that the one that was used to, that Monokuma was using during the execution? Alright, well... I think that's a good time to end it. Whew. Man, that was a lot. That was almost 3 hours. Wow. A whole lot, but we proved ourselves innocent, found Sayaka's killer, found out she might have been planning to frame us for the kill, and I'm now down to, 12 students left and Monokuma, 14 voices left to try to copy. Is that right? 15 to 13, 14 to 13, 13 to 12. No, 13. There we go. I got 13 voices to go, which will hopefully be a little easier on my throat. But hey, it was a fun time. Next time we get into Danganronpa, we'll be starting Chapter 2. I'm going to see if I can check out the difficulty setting. I might have set it too easy if I'm only getting the one truth bullet. So we'll find out how that goes, and then go from there. I'm definitely going to be taking a break for the sake of my voice, because I think even after like a week or two from not doing it, I don't think my voice was still at 100% to try to get that Monokuma going. So we'll see. I'll probably go back to ZA and try to start getting to the end of those side quests and DLC before Wind and Waves comes out. We're getting closer to it every day. For now, though, thank you everyone for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next one. And who knows what Chapter 2 is going to be, because based on what everyone just saw, there's absolutely no way another killing's going to happen. Right? Right?